She took the pop world by storm in the 80s and hasn't stopped since. With a voice you have to hear to believe, and even then, you won't. Cyndi Lauper is one of music's most iconic and talented figures. Seven's US Bureau Chief David Woiwod was lucky enough to spend some quality time with the Queen of Pop ahead of her farewell tour that'll bring her to Australia next year. And what's it called? Well, what else? Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
I always lived in two different worlds. The one that we have to function in, and then I guess my imagination. And I took refuge there because I was very different.
Cyndi Lauper's imagination and difference defined the 1980s. Her astounding voice spanning 4 octaves. Now though, at 71, the heartfelt, quirky and often underestimated musician is preparing for a farewell tour, a chance to entertain, inspire and reflect on an extraordinary career unique from the very beginning. And her look, so very, very unusual.
How do you now define and describe the Cyndi Lauper look?
You gotta understand, that wasn't a fabricated thing. That was what I liked. I worked in a vintage clothing store, so of course I loved it. And I never felt my hair was big enough, so when I saw the tooling on the head of the mannequin in the store I worked at, I thought, that could work. And of course, I'll just tie it around my head, and then my hair will look bigger.
It was 1983 and Cyndi Lauper launched herself onto an unsuspecting pop world with a song that quickly became an anthem. A hit that heaped ridicule on stereotypes of how women were expected to have fun.
You know, this whole like fairy tale thing, when your prince is gonna come and he's gonna take care of you and everything's taken care of, and...
You flip that.
No, but it's a lie. It's not true. It happened in the 50s after the war. And they had all these women that looked like they were on Prozac, all dressed up, vacuuming like, I love this, vacuuming, it's wonderful. Laundry, never felt better.
Cyndi became a worldwide sensation. Her album, She's So Unusual, sold 6 million copies in the United States alone and has since had a staggering 1 billion views on YouTube.
Well, still, there's no book on how to be famous for dummies, which maybe I should write that book.
But Cyndi's fame was enduring and her talent was restless. It's a rare pop star who can also conquer New York's toughest musical arena, Broadway. But Cyndi did with Kinky Boots. It won her a Tony Award. Cyndi achieving the even rarer feat of the trifecta of music's hallowed awards. 2 Grammys.
Oh, Cyndi Lauper.
And an Emmy. She became an inspiration for a generation of female musicians who followed.
Music at the moment is so dominated by so many young, powerful female voices.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Well, does a little bit of 71-year-old Cyndi Lauper sort of sit back and go, oh, I can take a little bit of credit for that? Helping pave that way?
I think all of us in the 80s that painted our hair and put the war paint on and said, we're here, are the women that could take credit for that, not just me, but there's all of us. And I'm just proud to be part of that. And I know that I stood on the shoulders of the women that came before me.
In America's radically shifting political landscape, Cyndi's original hit has never sounded more relevant.
That song was important because it was handed down from generation to generation, and it lifts people, lifts women especially up, and it brings them together. And that's what we need in the world. We need to come together, support our sisters. Sisterhood is a powerful thing, for crying out loud. And sisters from all over the world, not just one place. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
See what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
So there you go.
Today, on the eve of a US election where women's rights are being rolled back, she's using her fame and her voice to rally people across the country.
Women are not going to just sit back. You think that the handmaiden's tale is not something that could happen? And by the way, we seem to pay the same taxes as any man. So autonomy should not be a big stretch, or you're going to give us a tax break. Because I don't think so.
Time, though, it seems, has not wearied Cyndi, nor has it dimmed the enthusiasm of her audience. Old and new. Just try finding a copy of her latest album on the eve of a new tour.
I've spoken to a number of the owners of these stores. They had said there's been a run on the record lately, knowing that you're going back out on tour.
Oh.
So there you go. I could only get that one.
But look, this one, I tried to put everything I could fit on this because it's a vinyl.
Yep.
Keep in mind.
Yep.
But I knew everybody liked to look at the album covers,
Yeah.
right? So basically it's black and white, but on the inside, look, on the inside, it's a party.
And that's Cyndi Lauper.
Of course. It's always what's on the inside that counts. The outside ain't too shabby either.
In her own words, Cyndi Lauper has never been afraid to let her true colours shine through, hoping that, beyond the music, she's made a difference.
So what is it that you hope to leave?
Joy. I hope to bring everybody together and leave some joy. I want to bring women of all ages together because that's so important. Because if you know where you came from and you're talking to the people that are older and you're talking to the people that are younger, you have an idea of what you can do and not make the same mistakes and make it a better place. Because we have the opportunity in history to make it better.
And now, this girl who's been having fun for almost 40 years is coming to Australia. She'll be here next April on what she's calling her farewell tour, a final chance to see one of music's most iconic women in full flight.
You know, I'm 71, I'm strong, so I wanted to do something special, a gift, so that we could come together and have fun together, something joyous to bring people together. I want people to leave really happy. That would be a great thing, that you go to a concert and you're just really happy. Wouldn't that be something?
And tickets for Cyndi's tour go on sale this Wednesday. The details are on our website.